Welcome to Sandy Toe Tarot. My name is Laura. I'm here to do a love and romance reading again. It's been a while, a couple months I think actually, since I've done a love and romance reading. So I think it's time to do one. You guys like these, and you know there's new messages coming in all the time because our love lives are changing all the time, right? So this is going to be a reading for the collective. It's not a personal reading, so please do just take what resonates for you, and the rest of it, just let it go. If you do get into a reading and it's like, that doesn't sound like me at all, that's fine. Just click off of it, go to another pile, or go on to one of my other love and romance readings. I have some out there, and there are other YouTube readers who do love and romance too. If you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel and it helps me as well. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do so if you're interested in that, and hit that bell and you'll be notified when I do upload videos. All right, so I'm going to get in this real quickly. I do not have any cards out here today. I'm going to pull them all as we go through the reading. I do want to do 3 piles, and I will try to get through them as quickly as possible, but I do want to pull quite a few cards and get an in-depth message for love and romance. This is going to be timeless, but it is for the next 30 days. So whenever you click on this video, it's the right time for you. There's maybe a message here for you, and the question will be, what's coming up for you in love and romance in the next 30 days? On pile 1, we have a clear quartz crystal. On pile 2, we have a rose quartz, rough cut. These are all rough cut today. And on pile 3, an aqua or quartz. Go ahead and make your choice. If you've never done a pick a card reading before, there's really no right or wrong way to do it. Some people choose based on the stone. They just like one of those crystals. Some people choose based on the number. Some people are just very intuitive about it. They close their eyes, and when they open their eyes, whichever one they're drawn to is the one for them. I do recommend that you take a few deep breaths. Just get yourself a little bit centered and then make your choice. Again, do not overthink it. Whatever pile you choose is the right pile for you. Okay, that's all I have for an introduction. We're going to get right into this reading today. So make your decision which pile you want to listen to. There will be timestamps in the description box below. You can just actually click on that timestamp and it will take you right to that point in the video. So make your choice, and I'll see you at your reading. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 1, these are going to be your messages for what's coming up for you in love and romance in the next 30 days. Pile 1 did have the aqua or quartz on it. That is just a good, solid stone for getting spirit messages. And messages from the divine. So let's just see what's happening in your love life in the next 30 days. Let's see, I can't even think of what season we're in. I think we're in Cancer season now. Cancer season is kind of a love fest season. It's a water sign, right? So they're all about emotions. So let's just see pile 1, what you got coming up in love and romance in the next 30 days. What messages for pile 1? That's interesting. You got 3 7s down there. 7 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. So that is very interesting. And you got the High Priest, which is about religion. So the 7s are about spirituality and inner wisdom, introspection, perspective, seeker. Yeah. Well, I pulled more than I wanted to. I think some of these kind of go together. Oh, and you got 3 major arcana, 3 7s, and a 2. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's a 10. Okay, so what's coming up for you guys in love and romance is in the next 30 days is I feel like You have been you've kind of not been into that lately. You actually have been on a spiritual journey. Like I said, you got 3 sevens here. Sevens are about spirituality and inner wisdom and introspection. So, and seeking knowledge. With the High Priest here, it does kind of look like you've been seeking spiritual knowledge through the traditional paths. The High Priest is like the Pope in the Catholic faith. It is very concerned with traditional religion and orthodoxy. But I'm kind of getting a sense that tens are endings and beginnings at the same time, but I kind of get a sense, and it kind of shows up with the 7 of Wands too, that you're a little bit tired, you're a little bit worn out. You've been overburdened and you're working too hard. And that's kind of been what has been consuming you lately. You have all these obligations here. It could be work, could be family obligations, could be some commitments that you've made to the community. Whatever it is, it's been very taxing. Now, I will say this, that is coming to an end. There is one final push before this feeling of drudgery ends. And you have it in you to do it, and unfortunately, you have to do it because there's no way that you can delegate this last, I want to say, is it an obstacle or this last burden or this last job or this last something that you have to do? You're the only one that can do it. So you have to go through that before you can move forward. But I do feel like you are moving forward in the next 30 days. This card kind of indicates that. This is the card of judgment. It means wake up to life because you are kind of missing it a little bit. And, you know, we can all get bogged down in introspection sometimes and trying to find spiritual wisdom, and you know, life is to be lived too. You can't hang out. If you were going to hang out in the spiritual realms all the time, you would cross over to the other side. So this is maybe saying come down to earth a little bit. Look at options. There's for love and romance. Looks like you have some out there. There's some offers out there for you, but this is a time to almost daydream about what it is that you want in your love life. It's almost like putting your request out into the universe, because you do have the Star card here, which indicates that will come true. You got to get real clear about what it is that you want in love and romance. And once you do that, you put that wish out to the universe. The Star says that you get your wish. The Star is like when you wish upon a star. It's wish fulfillment. It's hope after a period of, loss, of everything has been wiped away, which almost kind of can send you into a spiritual path too. Like when everything has been washed away and you have nothing left to build from, you start with the spiritual again, because that's the only place that you can start. You start building yourself first, and that usually comes with developing more of a spiritual life and getting more involved in introspection, meditation, maybe seeking answers in the teachings of the spiritual leaders that have come before us, like the Bible or Buddha or Confucius or Muhammad, Mother Teresa. There have been a bunch of spiritual leaders that have taught. Socrates, Plato, all those. All right, let's get some more messages here. Next 30 days for your love life for pile 1. Let's see what's up. I do feel like there's an awakening. So here we got the Hermit card. Not surprising. I just feel like that's where you guys have been here, in an introspective state. Now, the Hermit is a very religious, or not very religious, but very spiritual card too. There's something about going within to find some answers. And the good news about this is once you find the answers, see that light there, that's you. You're going to be able to take that out into the world and give answers to other people too. So that's kind of a cool thing. But it is time to come out of that. That's ending. It's time to wake up to life, discover, get back into some of the earthly things, some earthly things that are important, and maybe your love life is one of those things. Ten of Cups. I think it is, because that is the card of highest emotional fulfillment. That's the card of family. I do feel like that is something that you want. The Chariot card is a card of balancing opposing forces. Like maybe you've got a lot of major arcana here. Like maybe you do have this final burden that you have to go through, but you're also needing to get out there and discover your love life, your date again or whatever. But for a short time, you might have to balance some forces that oppose each other. Like you want to pursue a love life, but you have a family at home that you need to take care of, or kids, or elderly parents, or other burdens that you have to deal with. But this is, the Chariot talks about having your goal very firmly set in front of you, and almost using like a laser-like approach toward that goal. There's a couple of cards here that talk about doing some goal setting on your love life, just like you do on your business. Taking a look at what that looks like. If you had the ideal love life, what would that look like for you? I do feel like some of you guys want marriage. You want the whole deal. You want the white picket fence, the spouse, the children, the whole deal. But I will say this also, if it's not that kind of family, like if you're past that age or you're just not into having kids, this is also a card of the highest emotional fulfillment. So I think that you want your love life to be very fulfilling to you. The Lover's card. Yeah, it's time. It's time to get back into that carnal. I'm sorry, we're human beings. It's time to get back into that carnal stuff, to give in to those impulses and those indulgences that we all have, to connect with somebody else. We all have that desire on a very deep level, and there are many ways to be intimate with people, and there are many ways to connect with people on a deep level, but this is one way, and I do feel like you want that. I do. It's time to come back into the living. Let's go one more on this one. I think this is, you have so many major arcana cards in this reading. I feel like in the next 30 days you're coming to this way of thinking that you really do, okay, enough is enough of the spirit quest. You really do want a love life, and you're going to start pursuing that. You're going to start looking at what exactly it is that you want in love and romance. Three of Swords here indicates heartbreak. So can be third-party situations, but I'm not feeling that in this reading at all. What I'm feeling is you might have been heartbroken in the past, and that's why you went introspective. That's why you went within and retreated from the world. That's why your spiritual life became very important to you, because that does happen a lot whenever when you go through a heartbreak. You just got to take that time to heal, and getting right spiritually is a part of that process. So I do feel like that is where you guys have been, and but it's time to come back out. Okay. I do want to get a sacred traveler to kind of end up this reading, to see if there's any action that you need to take, if there's anything that you need to do. What does pile 1 need to do? What action does pile 1 need to take? First light, beginning a new cycle. Very, very good. Very, very succinct. Okay, so you don't have to do anything. This is just a nod from the universe that's saying, yeah, the wheel is moving forward. You don't have necessarily the world or the wheel of fortune here that says a cycle has completed, but you do have that 10 that says that, and a 9. So 9s are ending, 10s are endings and beginnings at the same time. Things are moving forward. And this cycle that you've been in is ending, and you're beginning a new cycle here that is kind of putting you on a love quest. You're going to go within a little bit more, right, to figure out exactly what it is that you want in a relationship. You're going to put that wish out into the universe, and then it's going to come into you. So you'll start that process in the next 30 days. All right, so for the final card here, I just got these Whispers of Love Oracle cards by Hartfield with art by Josephine Wall. I think they're really, really beautiful. I've been looking for some cards that were kind of related to love, and some oracle cards that were kind of related to love and romance for a long time. Have not found anything that I liked. This is pretty close. We'll see how they work out for us here today. I did like the messages in the card, the imagery in cards, the imagery in the cards is just beautiful. So let's see what Oracle, what final card we can get from the Whispers of Love Oracle for pile 1. What final message do you have for pile 1? Turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. Good advice. Turn that heart light on. Yeah, it's time. So if you're having trouble getting back into that space, and it can be hard sometimes to get back in that space after you've been away from dating for a while, you've taken a break from it. So if you feel like you're having a little trouble getting there, just reflect on a time when you experienced love in your life, and great love in your life. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship kind of love, but if you do have a good example of that in your past that you can feel, it's all about the heart space, right? It's about feeling love. So if you're having trouble getting there, just kind of reflect on a time when you at least were excited about somebody else, right? Maybe you didn't love them yet or whatever, but you had just started dating them and you were very excited about it, about the prospects of it. See if you can't get back there again. All right, that's all I have for pile 1. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 2 for your love and romance reading, these are going to be your messages. Pile 2 did have the rose quartz on it. I have not pulled any cards. I'm going to be pulling them through the process of the reading. So let's see what we've got for you. And this is what's coming up in love and romance for the next 30 days. So whenever you click on this video. So what's coming up for pile 2? I did a lot of shuffling after the first reading, so I think we're in good shape here. Pile 2. What's coming up in love and romance? Tell us the story. For pile 2, love and romance. Got the 9 of Cups, 9 of Wands. So 9s are endings, philanthropy, compassion, humanitarianism. Those are the 9s. Tell us about love and romance for the next 30 days for pile 2. What's coming up? Got the 8 of Cups. Let's just do a couple more. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there you go. Seven of Cups and the Death card. Okay, okay, cool. What is happening is, wait a minute, look, you got the 7, 8, and 9 of Cups. So the Cups are the cards about emotions and relationships. The 7 of Cups is kind of a card of pie in the sky, having a lot of options, looking at your options, and maybe too many options, like you can't decide because you have so many. The 8 of Cups talks about leaving something that is really good. 8 Cups is really good, to go in search of that 9th cup, because the 9th cup is, the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. It is like a card of complete satisfaction. It's a card of finding what exactly you want in an emotional level, in love and romance, actually. Okay, so since you have the 7, 8, and 9 of Cups, you kind of got to read it that way. Okay, so there you have a lot of options, but you kind of don't like any of them. No, let me not say that. It's not that you don't like any of them. It's that there seems to be, like, you're dating people who tick a lot of the boxes, like on your list of what it is that you want in love and romance, but not all of them. And so I feel like you're taking you're not leaving. You're kind of saying, I don't want to go down this path anymore because I want that 9th cup. I'm not going to be happy until I get that 9th cup. I need the 9th cup. Whatever it is that's missing from these relationships that you're in, or the options that you have, it's very important to you. It's like, it's not going to be good enough for me. I have to have that 9th cup. I will not be fulfilled as a person or as a mate, as a partner, unless I get that 9th cup. Nothing wrong with that. You got to know what you want in a relationship, and you have to be able to walk away if it's not what you want it to be. Okay, and so I think you got a couple of cards of endings here. 9s are endings, and you got the 9 of Wands here, which talks about being a little bit battle worn. Sometimes dating can seem like you're in a battle, right? It can be hard work. And especially if you're dating a lot of people, actually, it can get really, really hard. So kind of the message of the card is you do have one fight left in you, but then you get to rest. And I think this is an ending here of this particular situation of the dating a lot of people. You have a Death and Transformation card. We're going to get some more cards from the Druid Craft Tarot. So this Death card is also an ending. It's like you're walking away is what's happening. You're ending this dating a lot of people because you need to go out in pursuit of that 9th cup. All right, so the next 30 days, let's talk about what else can you tell us about pile 2 and their love life in the next 30 days. This is kind of exciting. Next 30 days for pile 2, love life. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right, you got the Chariot card. The Lord, like the Emperor in the Major Arcana, or in the Universal Waite Tarot, or Rider-Waite Tarot. Got the 2 of Wands, the Magician, 2 of Swords. Okay, there is going to be an ending and a new beginning. There is going to be a transformation, but there is going to be these 2s are decisions. The 2 of Swords talks about being in an impasse. needing to make a decision and not really wanting to look at it. She does have a blindfold on there. There are two paths. She could go either path. She doesn't really want to make the decision, but the message of the card is you can't hold out forever. The Two of Wands talks about kind of like prospecting. It's a card of prospecting. It's a card of looking out on the world and seeing what it is that you want to do next. And I feel like that goes right along with this over here. I think that you will make the decision to not continue these relationships that you're kind of trying out a little bit here, but instead prospecting again, looking out on the world and trying to see what you really do want. I think you're going to come to terms with that. I really want this. This is the ideal. This is what I want, and I have to go find that, or at least try to find it. I will not be happy unless I at least try it. Okay, so you did get the Death card here. That's death and transformation. That means something is ending, and I think it's this that is ending. And what is beginning is your pursuit of that ninth cup. You do have the Magician card here, which talks about kind of having, it's a Master Manifestor card, is kind of having everything that you need to manifest whatever it is that you want. So in a love reading, I would take that as, you know that you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So this is saying you're kind of in a good place to do that. Like you have all yourself all together. You have all the tools that you need on an internal level, on an external level, to attract the kind of person that you want, which would be someone who is like you, pretty much. So the Chariot card talks about balancing opposing forces. Like, once you determine what it is that you want, it is like this woman is in this chariot. She's got two horses, black and white here. One wants to go in one direction. The other wants to go in the other direction. And she is just so focused, so singularly focused on what it is that she wants. She's kind of like keeping it between the lines. She's making it happen because she has a laser-like focus on what it is that she wants. So once you make that determination, I think that you don't let anything distract you from what it is that you want. And here's what I think you want. Maybe some of you want the Lord. In the Rider-Waite would be the Emperor card. Because it is kind of associated with the Aries card, but it talks about authority and power and the father order, right? So it is definitely a masculine energy, whether you date males or females. It's still going to be someone who is in their power, someone who is passionate and enthusiastic and interesting. Those are the traits of Aries, which the Lord is the card of Aries. So maybe an entrepreneur, but definitely someone who is very powerful. That's what you want. I don't know why, but you do. Okay, so that's fine. If that's what you want, I think that you should go get that. But it's kind of a card about also of establishing yourself out into the world. So maybe you're looking for someone that's established. Maybe these people are, I don't really see that in the cards here, but maybe the people that you're dating are just maybe not mature enough, just almost mature enough, but not quite mature enough for you. A lot of fun or whatever, but you're looking for someone that's real stable and solid so that you can have a really solid relationship with them. Stable relationship. Okay, let's talk about people. So you do have a few Cancer, Aries, and Scorpio. So you might be one of those, or you might be looking at one of those, or coming across one of those when you're in your pursuit of the ninth cup there. But what I do think about the next 30 days is, what the big thing is that's happening is you are making the decision to not pursue these relationships anymore, to cut them off, so that you can pursue that which you really, really want. And you're getting very, very clear about that, what it is, so that you know what your ideal is. Then that's when the Chariot comes into play. That's when you can be very, very focused, but you have to know what it is first. So I think that you're doing a little prospecting, trying to figure out what that is in the next 30 days. And I think it comes to you. I think you figure it out. All right. So just final messages for pile 2. I want to see from the Sacred Traveler if there's anything that you need to do or any action that you need to take. What does pile 2 need to do, if anything? Ooh, grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. This is a very important thing to remember anytime that you are trying to manifest, and you are trying to manifest here. You're figuring out what it is that you want, what your ideal is in a mate, and you're trying to manifest it. And you're in a good position to make that happen. But gratitude is a very, very important part of manifesting, because you really need to act as if. So once you figure out what it is that you want in a mate, act as if you already have it, and be grateful for having it. And once you get in that attitude of gratitude, then the things just start coming to you. All right, final message. So these cards are new to me. I was looking for some kind of love oracle or romance oracle. I couldn't find really anything that I wanted. I found these, and I did quite like the messages and the imagery in the cards, so I got it. It's Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield, and the artwork is by Josephine Wall. So we're going to try these today and see how they work for a love reading. That's what I got them for, so I hope it works for us. Just get some final messages from the Whispers of Love Oracle for pile 2. What final message do you have, Spirit, for pile 2? In this reading here, final message. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. So you do feel a little bit battle worn here from all this dating that you're doing. I do think that you're ending that and moving on, and you're figuring out what you want. But I think after you end this, maybe it's time to rest, relax, take care of yourself first. Go to the spa. Look how pretty these cards are. My gosh. It's just beautiful imagery. This is the ocean. Oh, I think that's Poseidon. Got some whales there. It's just some rest and relaxation is going to be good for you for right now. Take a break. Go to the beach if you can, for sure. Yeah, take care of yourself before you move forward. All right, that's all I have for pile 2. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 3, these are going to be your messages, your love and romance messages for the next 30 days. Pile 3 did have the Aqua or Quartz on it. Pretty stone. have no cards out here, so I'm going to pull all the cards as we go through the reading this time. Tell us about pile 3's love life in the next 30 days. What you got for pile 3? This is exciting. Love and romance in the next 30 days. Four of Pentacles. Love and romance in the next 30 days. Okay, that's a lot of cards. I think we'll take those. King of Swords. 9 of Swords. 7 of Wands. 2 major arcana here. You got the Death card and the Lovers card. Scorpio and Gemini energy. Love and romance the next 30 days. I think we're gonna have to start here. And I think I might have to get a clarifier on this, actually. I don't know if that goes, I don't know if this goes over here or not, but let's talk about this. So you have the Lover's card here, which always indicates a choice in love. And that can be, that means there's a choice, there's a decision that has to be made. Now that can be a choice between something you love and something else, somebody you love and something else, or 2 people that you love, or 2 things that you love. It just has something to do with love, this choice that is on the table here. So the cards around that, you have the 4 of Pentacles, which talks about stability. It talks about mainly financial stability, having everything that you need in the way of food, clothing, shelter, money, jobs, whatever, you know, all that stability, right? Earthly kind of stuff. But it can also talk about stagnation, holding on to the pentacles a little tight, and you know that you have to give that, money is an exchange. You have to give it and you have to receive it. It's both. You have to do both. So the 4 of Pentacles can talk about holding on to something too tight. And I'm feeling that doubly because of this, which is the 7 of Wands, and that talks about being in a defensive posture, feeling like you need to defend something, like your position or something. You're trying to hold on to something here, and you are definitely worried. The 9 of Swords talks about worry. It's all in your head. No, I'm sorry, it's not all in your head. A lot of it's in your head. Like you're up at night, you're having some sleepless nights here, worrying over something that might never happen. It's that kind of thing. We can all get there. I have so much anxiety, it's not even funny, so I get that. Not being able to, you know, just the monkey mind, not being able to get stuff out of your head. Meditation helps with that a little bit, but it can be hard not to worry. It's easy to say don't worry, right? It's maybe harder to do sometimes. Okay, so you are worried. Sorry about that interruption there. Okay, so you are worried about something, about not being able to hang on to something. Now, I don't know if it's somebody you're dating, or let's get a clarifier on that Lover's card there. I get one clarifier on this Lover's card here. Got the Chariot, Cancer season, which we are in right now. So the Chariot talks about balancing opposing forces. It's like, you know, having your goal in mind, and you're moving towards your goal full steam ahead through determination and willpower. And there are two different sides that are trying to pull you in either direction, and you're trying to go straight down that path to that which you want. So I'm still getting that, struggling to hang on here. I really feel like, I think it's this person. I think it's a person. I feel like there's a decision that needs to be made in love here, and I feel like that you feel like you're struggling to hang on to this part. I think it's a person. It's a King of Swords talks about. First of all, it's an air sign. It's minor arcana for Libra. But the air signs are like mental and communicative and idealistic people. This card reads as an older gentleman, but it, doesn't necessarily have to be. But it is an older person, which means over the age of 35, who is very mental. They're very good at making decisions, and it's heart over head kind of thing. They're very smart. This person has a lot of integrity. When they tell you something, they absolutely mean it. But you can't deny the fact that this guy has the sword in his hand, right? And he is ready to use it. I do feel like you at least feel like you're struggling to hold on to this person, and they do look like they're in they're thinking about cutting it off. And this death card kind of indicates that as well. This is not a very pleasant reading, but I'm just reading the cards here, okay? So I do feel like for some of you, there is a relationship that is ending here in the next 30 days. Let's do some Druid Craft Tarot here and see if we can get some more cards on this. What can you tell us about this reading for pile 3? What else do you have for pile 3? About love life in the next 30 days. Love and romance. What's happening? Love and romance in the next 30 days. It's coming up for pile 3. Okay, I just got another meaning for these cards. So that is one meaning. I do feel like for some of you, you're struggling to hold on to this person that feels like they have one foot out the door, and for some of you, it's going to be ending. For some of you, I feel like this is wanting to move forward in a relationship, or in dating or whatever, and being stuck on somebody in the past, that on something that's really stale, like there's no love there anymore, and hasn't been for a very long time. You've been trying to defend it as a good relationship or whatever, but it's just not. For some reason, you're worried about letting this thing go that has kind of been dead for a long time. But the good news is, in the next 30 days, something's going to happen that you can finally end that cycle that should have probably been cut out of your life a long time ago. And I don't even feel like that person is still there. I feel like the memory of it kind of has kept you maybe from dating a little bit and moving forward in your love life. But I think that's ending. I think you're cutting out that dead relationship. Sorry about that second interruption there. Okay, so I'm just going to get some more messages here from the Druid Craft Tarot and see if we can get some more information about this, the love life for pile 3 in the next 30 days. Okay, so you got the Prince of Swords here. The Ten of Swords. Next 30 days. For the Four of Wands. The World. I love that for you guys. One more. Let's go one more. The Sun. Oh, even better. I didn't think it could get any better than that World, but it just did. Okay. All right. So the Prince in this, the Druidcraft Tarot relates to the Knights in the Rider-Waite. So the Knights, if you remember, are always bringing things in, like things are coming in. Prince of Swords is very fast-moving energy. Can talk about bringing in unexpected changes. That's what's happening here. Can be upsetting, or like someone looking for a fight or that kind of thing, but it's not in this reading. It is unexpected changes, something moving in very swiftly, something ending very swiftly. The Ten of Swords is another death. It's another ending. Now this particular ending is long overdue, because look, there are 10 swords in this guy's back. He can't take anymore. He's had enough. Have you had enough? That's the question you get with this card. That's the question that comes up to mind. Have you had enough yet? Because really, do you need one more sword in your back? You know? So this can be a card of an ending that's self-imposed, but it's also, or imposed by somebody else, like somebody else ends it. It's also my card for stick a fork in me. I'm done. I'm ending this. I'm not doing this anymore. So it's that. So regardless of whether you are ending this relationship, or ending the mourning of this relationship, or ending the hope that this relationship is ever going to come back around, because it's not. Whether you're ending it or someone else is ending it, it's definitely ending in the next 30 days. But the tens are endings and beginnings at the same time. So this also indicates something else is coming right in. So yeah, it's time to let this go. It's good that that is dying, because here's what's happening here. The world is turning. This cycle has completed. A new cycle is beginning, and the world is turning in your favor. It brings with it a much better relationship for you. A super happy, the Four of Wands talks about celebrations. It can talk about celebrations around the home. It can talk about weddings too. You have a relationship that's coming in. It's fast-moving energy. It's coming to you very, very quickly, and it breaks you free. The Sun is the most positive card in the tarot deck. It is happiness. It is joy. It's fulfillment. It is breaking free from the past and moving with abandon, childlike abandon, into your glorious future. It is the ultimate in happiness. The sun is shining upon you. You're getting rid of this. If it's an actual relationship that's not working, or if it's a relationship that's been stagnant and dead and not good for a long time, or just the memory of it. You've been hanging on to it for way too long. It's ending. And you're moving into a new relationship very quickly, and it is a glorious, happy new relationship for you. Isn't that wonderful? Oh my gosh, I love this for y'all. Let's talk about people, because we got a few here. Prince of Swords can talk about air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It can be like a young person. I'm not feeling that so much, but Cancer, major arcana for Cancer, major arcana for Gemini, minor arcana for Libra, again with the air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio in the Death card. Let's see what else we got here. And I think that's it. Those are all the people cards. You may be one of those. The other person that's coming in may be one of those, or these might just play heavily in your chart or something. But don't get too hung up on the signs. That's just in case you are into that. And if you happen to know, sometimes people don't even know what other people's signs are until they've known them for a very long time. Not me, because I ask right away, but not everybody's into astrology like I am. Okay. All right. So this is really very positive and very exciting. Congratulations. Man, that's cool. I'm just going to get from the Sacred Traveler, just see if there's anything that you need to do or any action that you need to take here. I don't think so. I think it's just happening. I think it's just happening really fast. But let's just see if there's any action you need to take. Anything you need to do. Grounding. Oh, go deep, explore your roots. Okay. So this can be a card of you got stuff moving really fast right now, so do what you can to ground this in the next 30 days. Keep yourself grounded. If that is, there's so many ways to do that. There are stones that you can carry. Brown jasper is one of them that will keep you grounded. You can go for a walk in nature. You can go outside barefoot and get your feet in the earth. You can dig in the earth. You can garden. You can go for a walk on the beach. All of that stuff is just very grounding things, and there are other methods to do it. Those are just a few that I know of. You may have your own favorite, or you could Google it and see how to ground yourself. You can do, I know you can do meditations to ground yourself too. So however you like to do that, this is just saying there's a lot swirling around you in the next 30 days, so you're just going to have to, you're just going to really want to keep down to earth as all of this is moving around. It's pretty exciting. Okay, so I got these this weekend. I've been looking for some cards that have love and romance messages on them. I haven't really found the oracle cards that I like, but I did see these and I kind of liked their messages. I love the imagery, so I said I'm going to try them. They're Whispers of Love Oracle by Angela Hartfield, and the artwork is by Josephine Wall. So I'm trying them out today, and we'll see how they go with the for the love and romance readings. So what final words of wisdom do you have for our pile threes here? Treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. Wow, that's nice. This kind of is looking a little more like family. So maybe this week you want to, or in the next few weeks, you might want to reach out to those people that you love. Maybe that's part of being grounded. Your family can ground you too and keep you stable as you're moving into new relationships and stuff like that, and exciting new dating experiences. This could be another way that you can ground yourself, is to reach out to your family and friends, your loved ones, let them know that you love them, and stay connected to them, and not get so caught up in the dating that you forget about the people that you love. Or this new romance, it's definitely coming. It may not come in 30 days. Well, actually, I do think it is coming in 30 days. I think it's coming in really fast, actually. And it's very promising, and it moves you forward into a new cycle in your life. And you are going to be very happy, which is so cool. Okay, that's all I have for my pile threes. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste.